Hey everybody, Dan here for Comic Frontline, and it is time for our weekly comic book haul. Alright, well, they're not in any order, so let's just go through them. We have Flash, number 36. Brett Booth doing the art. And again, as with many artists that I have pointed out, anything Brett Booth draws, I am picking up. Been following him, I guess, since Wildstorm, back in those days when he did Backlash, which was, I guess, his own creator-owned comic that he did for Wildstorm. And he's just one of the top guys working in comics. He does The Flash, I buy The Flash. Been enjoying the Flash TV show as well. Alright. New Avengers, number 27. Picking that up. Nova, number 24. David Baldion doing the artwork. Been enjoying that. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, number 2. Not sure if I even picked up number 1. There are certain things that I'm going to start waiting for trades. But I picked that up. Spider-Verse, number 1. Oh, excuse me. Scarlet Spider's number 1. The Spider-Verse tie-in. But speaking of Spider-Verse number 1, I think I do have that in here. Because I think I passed it up last week. So I had heard some stuff about it. Was interested, went and picked it up. Aquaman, number 36. Paul Pelletier doing the art. That's pretty much, I believe, the only thing keeping me on Aquaman. Batman 66. This is a issue with the Batman villain King Tut, which was a good villain within the TV show. I think that actor always did a great job. Secret Origins, number 7. Talking of the Flash, there he is again. Really like this cover. It's pretty dynamic. And Tarot, number 89 from Broadsword Comics. Okay, a little bit adult, but being an adult, I'm fine with it. Jim Balent does an excellent job on this comic. Always very interesting. Been picking it up since the beginning. I think actually the first few issues I discovered in trade. But then ever since then, been picking it up. Okay, and as it was a light week with the comics, I'll show you some toy stuff I've gotten. Actually, this is a Hulk I found at a Disney store. You can pretty much see it's pretty much a Jack Kirby Hulk. Hulk number 1 pretty much, except for the green instead of the gray as the Hulk was in number 1. It's a pretty big figure. It's a Marvel Select, so Marvel Selects are generally bigger than the Marvel Legends. I know the computer screen is glaring a bit in there, but let's see. There's a picture and a little narrative over there. Some Kirby art on the side. And actually, I saw in the Disney store they did have a number of Marvel Selects that I really don't recall seeing pass through the toy store. So if you're in a mall and you happen to be walking by one of those stores, you might want to check it out, see what they have. They actually had a Mark Silvestri Hulk. That, upon looking at it, I thought the head looked a bit too small for the body. It was kind of like the proportions were a little wacky. It was almost Dale Keown, which Dale Keown is another fantastic artist who I think if they put out Dale Keown Hulk, that would be phenomenal. There was a Hulk line that was designed by Art Adams. Those are amazing figures. Art Adams, of course, being within my like top 5 artists, so he's one of my very favorites. But this was a cool, like I said, Kirby style Hulk, so I picked that up. Now, I don't know if this is a Target exclusive, but this is where I did find it at Target. We got this 3-pack here, Marvel Legends 3-pack. Okay. When you consider you're getting 3 figures, the price was, less than they've been charging actually for a Marvel Legends. So that's good news. Let's see, we'll start out. It was, Warbird, which I guess, being that she's Captain Marvel now, some people may not have an interest. There was a Marvel Legends Warbird in the Giant Man Build-A-Series set. This is a bit different as far as the belt, the hairstyle. I believe the emblem on her chest was painted yellow in the old one. This is gold. So it is a bit different. This Captain America seems to be more or less what's... well, it is a bit different as well. I think as far as the straps and everything concerned. There is a Captain America right now in the Build-A-Mandroid series. But I do believe this is different from that. Superior in my estimation. Plus you get that Steve Rogers head, I guess. I don't know. It depends. If I already have the figure or something that's very similar, I may swap out the head just to have a different figure there. But this is what really grabbed my attention. Radioactive Man. Not to be confused with the Simpsons character of the same name. Radioactive Man, as you can see, there's the name. I guess the only drawback on this one is the fact that I'm not really usually into, I think they call it translucent, or the somewhat see-through type plastics. Whenever they did an Invisible Woman like that, or any figure that was partially that, to me it does not look invisible or see-through. It just kind of looks, I don't know, cheesy. So, but it's great to have an actual, Radioactive Man. To my knowledge, he's never been produced before. I believe they had him in a Masters of Evil set that was a San Diego exclusive. So as far as being generally available, this is a first. This happened to be the last box set I did see at that Target. So I was quite happy to be able to grab it up. There's some illustrations on the back. And that will do it for the Monster Haul this week. Keep coming back to Comic Frontline for all your comics news, reviews, and entertainment.